All right, guys, we're going to be talking about Daniel Penny, the ex-Marine that put Jordan Neely in a chokehold on a New York City subway. Now, a few days ago, me and Rhodes actually talked about this on a live stream because there was actually extended video of the clip of Daniel Penny actually putting Jordan Neely in a chokehold. And in the extended clip, you actually saw where Daniel Penny was actually trying to help Jordan Neely. He actually put him in the recovery position. And people on that subway were actually congratulating Daniel Penny because, let's just be real, Jordan Neely was not innocent in this. The man was causing a disruption on the subway. And from what we've actually heard, he was actually getting into altercations with passengers on the subway. Jordan Neely was arrested, I believe, like 42 or 44 times. And I believe, guys, that Jordan Neely definitely should have been in some type of a mental institution because we found out that he's had a bunch of different mental health problems. But this man's past has been pretty violent, and it's out there. I mean, the man assaulted a 67-year-old woman, assaulted her. But of course, the leftists are out there protesting his death, and it's sad that he died. Don't get me wrong. It is sad that he died. But I don't believe for 1 second that Daniel Penny did anything wrong. He was actually trying to help Jordan Neely. But unfortunately, he lost his life. Now, since this is actually New York City, who is the DA out there? That would be one Alvin Bragg, a Soros-backed DA. And as soon as I found out Alvin Bragg, this Marine, what we're going to be talking about in this video, we kind of knew that this was going to be coming down the pipe. So here it is, guys. Breaking. Former Marine Daniel Penny will face charges of manslaughter in chokehold death of Jordan Neely. DA Alvin Bragg confirms. Yes, that's the same Alvin Bragg that's going after Donald Trump. Yeah, New York City, man. I mean, you almost have to take into account where you actually live. Because if you actually like defend yourself, defend other people, depending on what state you're actually in, you can actually be brought up on charges. I can almost guarantee you guys, if Daniel Penny was somewhere here in Texas, he probably would not have charges brought on him for manslaughter. But it has now happened. And we got a CNN clip right here announcing that Daniel Penny will be charged. So let's go ahead and listen to this, guys.
Yeah, Jake, so as we understand from two sources familiar with the case who tell CNN that the DA's office has decided to move forward with a manslaughter charge here. Of course, this was something that we had been waiting to hear for a while now, ever since a few days after this happened and after videos circulated of Daniel Penny, this 24-year-old Marine who had put Jordan Neely in a chokehold on a subway car. Now, he is expected, Penny, to turn himself into police Friday morning as these proceedings move forward. And one thing that was really critical in this case here is a lot of the videos that came out showed what was happening after the chokehold had actually taken place, after it was already underway, essentially. So a lot of what was being looked at here was what led up to this actual moment. And so they got that likely from witnesses that they had been speaking to on the scene, witnesses who have told CNN in some cases that there didn't seem to be any words before this chokehold, but also that Neely appeared to be acting erratically as well. So that likely played a factor into this as well. And then the crux of what people had been protesting over, and protests, scattered ones that we'd seen throughout New York City and some elsewhere, was that should this have ended in death? And protesters say no, despite, of course, what may have proceeded beforehand. His defense, however, Penny has argued that he was doing this to protect the safety of those on the passenger car, though witnesses said Neely hadn't attacked anyone yet, but again, it's what passengers were feeling prior to that will likely play a big part in this case. For our part, we have reached out to attorneys for Daniel Penny on these particular details about the charge and turning himself in, and I haven't heard back at this point, but obviously a significant development in this case. And again, tomorrow morning is when he's expected to turn himself in.
So there you have it, guys. Daniel Penny is planning on turning himself in tomorrow morning. I cannot live in New York City, guys. I wouldn't even want to go to New York City. I mean, these radical DAs out there, this is what they do to people. However, I also live in Texas now. Of course, in Texas, we also have I believe the guy was in the Army. They actually charged him and convicted him of murder in Austin, Texas. Now, Austin doesn't really represent Texas, but Austin that's kind of a different animal when you're talking about Texas. I don't even consider Austin a part of Texas, even though that's the state capital. It depends on where you live at, guys. I mean, people better wake up, man. The left, they love embracing criminals. Daniel Penny wasn't actually going out there, I believe, to kill anybody. But when you hear the name Alvin Bragg, all you need to do is put 2 and 2 together and realize that, hey, you can be in some bit trouble if you're actually trying to defend people, defend yourself, because DAs like Alvin Bragg are pretty radical, very radical. I mean, I'm stunned, guys. I'm really stunned. Now, there was a fundraiser for Daniel Penny, I believe, for his defense. And it's actually right here. Where is this actually at? Let's see. It's actually raised $49,300 right now. This is on Give, Send, Go. So the link is right there on the Post Millennial article, guys. So Daniel Penny, he's going to be surrendering tomorrow. And in New York City, man, I don't know. I don't know how this is actually going to end for him. It's manslaughter. I mean, could Alvin Bragg actually be trying to upgrade this to murder? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Alvin Bragg, man, is pretty radical, guys. But that is the update right there. Daniel Penny charged with manslaughter. So we will actually have to see how this goes. Well, I guess we'll find out a little bit more information tomorrow as well. By the way, remember, live stream is tomorrow. No live stream on Rumble tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday with that. But I did need to make this video, give you guys the update on that. Support us on Locals. The link is in the description of this video. If you support us, $5 a month, you get access to the member live stream. Or you can click the join button here on YouTube as well. But really trying to push Locals right now, because if we get kicked off of YouTube again, we have no way to actually communicate with you guys. So at least go over there and follow us on Locals. It's free. But if you do want to support us and interact with the post over there, that's going to actually go to our members over there. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.